super proud of the team. I thought the guys played really hard and tough. I thought there was a point there in the second half where we could have, let the way the game was going, affect us, and our toughness and resiliency really showed up. We have a couple guys that are a little bit under the weather. Jordan was out yesterday and came up big, played a huge game, considering. So, just proud of the team. We've been talking about it all week. Just 40 minutes to try to play another 40 more. That's where we're at, and happy to be moving on.
Thanks, Coach. Take questions for Chris, Andrew, or Jordan at this time.
Chris, a lot of attention on you, but could you talk about how much these two guys next to you in particular have really kind of picked everything up, especially tonight in that second half?
I think they've been, picking it up all year. We've seen similar things before, and they're ready for stuff like that, man. And they're well prepared, and they're ready to step up at any time. So, I'm not worried about these guys at all.
Jordan, coming back from, I was told that you had the stomach bug yesterday. Was there ever any doubt that you were going to play, and how surprised or how, what do you feel about the way you played considering?
Yes. I figured I was going to play, but yeah, it was tough battling, but my teammates they showed they trust me, and then I just went out there and did what I did.
You feel all right?
Yes, sir.
You look quick enough.
Yeah,
nice
just
shot.
a little dehydration right now, but I'm good.
Chris, is Hampton about as physical a team as you guys have played? In terms of literally getting bumped around a lot and held and.
I would say Winthrop's more physical than that. But yeah, they're a physical team. High Point, yeah, same. They're a physical team, man. But again, we've seen everything before, man. We're ready.
What do you do in situations like that to try to get open? Because they were trying to deny you the ball, and like he said, doing a lot of physical things. How tough is it, A, to keep your cool and to kind of stay in the rhythm, and then what do you do to try to shake them?
We got plays for that. We got plays for every defense. So, again, man, we're ready for any defense anybody throws at us, man.
Andrew, Coach was saying 40 minutes to play another 40, but, I mean, human nature, you got to think of what's at the end of the thing here. Do you let that, even after the game here, kind of sink in as to how close you guys are?
Not really. I don't know if you guys remember 2 years ago down in Winthrop, we were in a similar situation, got down to this point. We made it to the championship that year. The result didn't end like we wanted it to, but it was always a focus for us to focus on that one game, because we know we have to get through this one game to get to the final. It's never really been about that, thinking ahead of another game, because teams are too good. This was a good team. If we would have thought past them already, we probably would have lost. So you can't overlook anybody.
They're a big physical team, but yet you really, I haven't seen the final totals, but you really battled on the boards,
14 rebounds.
14 rebounds. How did you do it?
Well, I knew that was going to be a big part of this game, so I made it a huge emphasis for myself to just go after the ball. Yeah, they're a very physical team, a very good team, but I think my lack of size, I use my quickness and my IQ to track the ball and just get, 5 offensive rebounds, and not all of those are just coming straight to me. You just have to know the ball, have a sense for the ball, where it's coming off. Playing with these guys so much, you kind of have a feeling of where it's going to come off, or if it's going to come off hard, stuff like that. So I think it's not all me, it's just knowing my teammates very well as well.
Chris, you had 15 free throws in the second half. Was that a concerted effort to kind of get downhill toward them? Or just what they gave you?
Well, 4 came at the end, so I'm gonna say I had 11. Yeah, they were in foul trouble, man. So just being aggressive, trying to get to the hole, get some easy points, man. And I think that was kind of the best route to go for us, man, especially when we were struggling from the field, just trying to get some easy points.
And for Chris and Andrew together, I guess y'all, I don't know this for sure, but I would assume the most winningest players in the history of Campbell basketball. Conference title, all that kind of stuff. What's y'all's legacy
How do y'all? I mean, what are y'all thinking? Y'all's legacy. What are y'all doing for future of Campbell basketball and for the past and all that kind of stuff?
I think, with huge help from Chris, we kind of put Campbell on the map. So hopefully our winning and success can bring other people in and bring more success to Campbell itself. It's a very small school right now, but I think it's on the way up to grow a lot more. So especially the basketball program, I think the coaches will be around here for a long time. So I don't see this program ever going downhill. I think the hard work that we put in assured that.
How does that feel for you personally? I mean, obviously coming in, you have no idea what your career will be like, but this career is, a storied one.
It's incredible. This team, we've had ups and downs through my years, come from literally the bottom, and now we're over here hosting the tournament, winning the regular season, and it's almost like a Cinderella story, like you see in a movie. So it's pretty incredible. We're trying to enjoy the ride, but trying to finish out strong and finish our career strong.
One more question of our student athletes. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Congratulations on the job, guys.
Some rest. Plenty of liquids there, Jordan.
And Chris.
At this time, we'll take questions for Coach McGee.
Could you address the importance and the contribution of the other guys? Because everybody wants to talk about Chris, but you guys really had a pretty complete team effort tonight.
Yeah, we have a good team. We have a really good team. And I'm not surprised at all that the other guys are able to step up and contribute. Obviously, we were out without Jakor tonight. He was on the couch in the locker room. We were hoping he was going to take a turn at the last second. And he was in the book, and if he could have put on a uniform, he probably would have tried, but he just couldn't do it. And that's kind of where Jordan was yesterday. So I'm just proud of the team. We've been had a relatively tight rotation already, and so to have one guy down and then have, like Trey Spencer gives us 20 good minutes today. Jordan, obviously, with a huge day, and then, of course, these two guys I can't say enough about.
Jordan, it seemed like it was a 24-hour bug. He was able to get play today. Any chance that Jakor might be
We'll
in
see.
the same boat?
They're roommates, so my guess is it's the same thing.
Kevin, what would you say about the way your team played in terms of you out-rebounded a taller team, and in a very physical game in a tournament condition, you only turned it over 5 times?
Yeah. Are they that much taller than us?
300 passes?
I don't know. I haven't checked. Usually when you win, you figure that out the next day. Are they that much taller than us?
In the backcourt, maybe, I guess.
Maybe they had shorter
Yeah.
pants.
I guess Barnes is 6'8", 6'9", but other than that, yeah, right. We're not using his.
6'6", 6'7".
I guess they're a little bit bigger. I don't view them that way. They play super fast and aggressive, and it's all about the ball handlers. We knew that because those two guys take a lion's share of their shots, the other guys are great at going after rebounds, and we knew we were going to have to be great at rebounding the ball in order not to give them second chance opportunities, and we did that well, and that was probably one of the main reasons why we had a good chance to win the game.
Chris mentioned the occasional struggles from the field, the 9 offensive boards, 5 from Andrew, extending possessions. How big was that?
Yeah, huge. Andrew being all over the glass is a big deal for us. And yeah, I don't think we struggled that badly from the field. There was a stretch there in the second half where it felt like we were having trouble putting them down. Felt like the guys fought through a little bit, a lot of bumps and things that, just depending on how it goes, you may get, and we didn't get them for a stretch there, and then they just kept fighting, and and that's basketball.
You talk about how there were times in that second half where they could have let the flow of the game get to them. How important is that having seniors? Not just talented guys, but guys who've been around and not panicking in situations like that, keeping their cool.
Yeah, that's huge. Same as guys like Morrow and Fisher are for them, just experienced players that are great with the ball in their hands and make good decisions and all that kind of stuff. They're a terrific team. They played really well. I give them a lot of credit. But I do think that having older guys helps a lot. I remember when we were young, and it was a lot harder.